Hey, all my friends, relatives, and cousins. This is your cousin Hawkeye. And today I have a very special guest, the world famous Miss Shannon. Now, Miss Shannon and I go way back. I believe when I met Shannon, George Washington was just becoming president. So you know how far back we go. But Shannon has a great business and a great occupation, but she's really starting to get serious about her trading. We've been talking about trading for years, and she's really getting into it. So she had a good question for me that we put into this video, and I'm going to share with you guys her question, what she's looking at, how she can get started. So hopefully it would help you guys also. So remember to like, share, comment. Please make comments. Please tell your friends about this. Do whatever it takes to learn about trading. We're not going to try to tell you what stocks to buy, what you should be doing. This is for educational purposes only. So without further ado, let's go to Miss Shannon. Let's go to her question, and then let me share with you guys how I answered her question. So let's get started and get moving. Say was, I have an idea what I want to go over with you today, but I thought
Okay.
I'd start first by asking you, what do you want to go over? And what's been the biggest challenge for you? And then we kind of go from there.
I think taking, um, you know, uh, a stock and just deciding where to enter. And, I know we talked before about, like once the alert is set, but
Yep,
I think the follow-up to that was we talked about once I, kind of had my alerts all set, then we would meet back up and kind of talk about when to enter, like when that perfect time was to enter once you get that alert.
exactly. Okay, okay. So entry is the toughest, and you don't know
Yeah,
whether or not the stock is going to go up or whether it's going to go down, or should you place your entry right here or
right.
okay, and that's
Time frames, that kind of thing still stumps me a little bit. So,
the time frame. Should you do a daily chart or
right.
whatever the case may be? Now, let me
Mhm.
ask you this: do you still have the chart set up the way we did it
You
a
know
few
what?
months
I
ago?
do. One side, you remember we did two sides. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember that. One side is messed up, but the other side was pretty much, I mean, all of my stocks and everything is still in there. Nothing. I didn't remove anything.
Are you logged into a Think or Swim now?
No, I was gonna get logged in before we got on, but I hadn't done it. So let me do that.
Okay. Okay, you guys. Shannon and I were on the Zoom call for about an hour and a half or so, and trying to answering her questions as far as how to get into the markets. So, in order to condense that, I'm going to show you within about a 10-minute period. So, please try to stay with us and have your attention for about no more than 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you what she and I talked about as far as when to get into the markets and how you can set your levels on a daily basis. So without further ado, let me get into the chart and show you what we did. Okay. All right, here we are. And what we're on an Apple chart, and it's a monthly chart. What I showed her was at the beginning of every month, what you do is put a line at the top, the highest that month went, and the lowest that month went. And we made these lines white. So we can see that in December, this is how high it went, and this is how low it went. And then currently we're in January, and January has not gone quite as high as it was in December. Therefore, I'm starting to think it's a possibility that the market could be turning over and going down. So next, what we did was we decided to go from there to a weekly chart. And we went down to the weekly chart, and This is how the weekly chart looked. The weekly chart, we put the top line above last week's high, and the red line, so the green line and the red line, be above and below last week's high and low. Remember, the weekly chart consists of 4 candlesticks, which make up 1 month. So this is called top-down analysis, where we're going from monthly down to weekly, and then in a second, what we're going to do is go down to daily. So this is what we watch on a daily basis. So this is what happened, or how it was just the previous day. And we put our daily support and resistance lines above in green and below in red. So when the market opened up this morning, I noticed right away, now this is with Apple, I noticed right away that it had dropped, it was dropping lower than last week. So immediately what I did was go top-down analysis again. And I went down right here is where the market opened. I went down to a 1-hour chart. So now this bar consists of just 1 hour. And as you notice again, it's below last week's low. I also changed the look of it. These are all candlesticks. I personally like to look at a line chart. And the line chart looks like this. It's much clearer. I can see the support and the resistance lines and the pullbacks much clearer. So I looked at this line chart and I saw that it was going down this morning. And I even went down further, all the way down to a 2-minute chart. And the 2-minute chart looked like this. This is where it opened. I waited until it did a slight pullback. And in here is where I jumped into the market and did what's called a put option. Put option means that I was thinking that the market was going to drop, which it did. Put means that you think it's going to go down. A call means you think it's going to go up. I bought a put option because it looked as though the market was going to drop. And sure enough, it did. So it dropped all the way to here, all the way down. And I stayed in this particular trade until I saw a green candle start to show up. And that's when I closed my trade. So this put option just by itself was enough to make $60 per contract within a 9-minute period. So having one contract, you would have made $60. Having 5 contracts within 9 minutes, you would have made $300. 10 contracts, $600. So this drop this morning made me $60 per contract. And that was it. So this is what's called top-down analysis. This is what Shannon and I went over yesterday when we did our Zoom call. And that's why you want to switch, if possible, to a line chart. And the line chart is much more visual, and you can see what is happening, and you'll know when to buy, either if it's going up or sell if it's going down. Put option going down, call option going up. All indications was down. And like I said, within 9 minutes, made this money, and I'm out. The rest of the day, it was kind of choppy. And I didn't trade anymore today. So that's what we talked about That was an hour and a half worth of what we did condensed down into the last 5 or 10 minutes so you guys could see. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching this. Again, please like, share, comment, do whatever so that I can help you guys make your own videos or make videos with you to answer your questions. And we will talk to you soon with another updated video. Have a great day.